Applejack is the glue that holds the main six together. Honesty is the foundation to any relationship, and she is the foundation for the main six. She is always the one to ask her friends what is bothering them. She is always the one who tries to resolve issues when they arise. And she is always the one who puts the weight of others on her back because she believes she is strong enough to carry it. Applejack's stubborn behavior has a bit more to do with it than it may seem. In Applebuck season, Applejack tries to do the entire harvest on her farm by herself and refuses to accept help even when she is told that she needs it. Even with overworking herself on the farm, she still makes time to go to Ponyville to help out her friends. Applejack tries to put too much work as she can on herself and keep herself busy. It would have been easier for her to say that Big Mac was hurt and that she needed to work on the farm, instead of accept all the requests her friends made. But instead, she tried to do both. Applejack has this desire to put responsibility on herself and take care of as many problems as she can so that others have an easier time. It destroys her inside when she isn't able to complete a responsibility she took on. This is seen in the last roundup. Applejack puts it on herself as her responsibility to get money so that the mayor can fix the town hall of Ponyville. When Applejack didn't get any prize money from the rodeo, she was distraught. It was her responsibility to get money for town hall. It was expected of her to bring back some. With the send-off from the mayor, Applejack felt guilty that she hadn't been able to live up to what everyone had expected of her. This is the same scenario as for Applebuck season. Applejack took on more than she could handle by herself. I really admire this about Applejack, her desire to put the suffering on herself if she can take it away from someone else. Apple Family Reunion is another perfect example. Applejack takes on the responsibility to hosting the reunion so that Granny Smith can relax and enjoy herself. Applejack does her best to take on this responsibility so that others can have an easier time. But once again, she tries to do more than she can handle by herself. Applejack has been shown to want to complete as many tasks by herself without any help. This is because she is a leader and she is used to the demanding responsibilities, not because she believes she is the best in completing them. Applejack wants to be the leader. She wants to take on responsibilities so others don't have to worry. We can see this in Pinkie Apple Pie when she wants to be put in charge of everything. A lot of people didn't like how Applejack was presented in Some Pony to Watch Over Me. She acted very stupid and very out of character. Or did she? To Applejack, it is her responsibility to raise and care for Apple Bloom. This being the first time Apple Bloom has ever been left home alone, Applejack doesn't want something bad to happen, so she worries and overreacts. Applejack's fear of failing this responsibility that she has taken upon herself since she herself was just a filly consumes her. As we saw in the last roundup, when she isn't able to complete a task she gave herself or isn't able to hold up to a responsibility she put on herself, she overreacts. Applejack loves the farm. She loves her family and friends, so it is very out of character for her to run away and want to live elsewhere, just as much out of character as it is for her to become an overprotective parental figure to Apple Bloom. Applejack's fear of failing her responsibility to care for Apple Bloom is what causes her to seem so odd. She likely has this mindset because she didn't have a choice growing up. Without parents to work on the farm, I can only imagine she had a very tough childhood. I can imagine she took on more responsibilities than someone her age should have, and for it she has turned out the way she has. I can imagine a scenario where Granny Smith was attempting to do a chore and struggling with it because of her age, and Applejack, being the kind mare that she is, would step in and say, "Would you like me to do that?" And Granny Smith would be thankful for the help from Applejack. This being said, Applejack could have gotten used to this idea of helping others and offering to take on responsibility from others. I think she hides this passion to help others from her friends and family, that she hides it as stubborn pride. We know Applejack has been known to tell small white lies, so when her friends say she was being stubborn, she can play it off as that reason without having to tell them the truth of this noble desire. Or she could have just been trained this way. Her suffering and sacrifice have forged her into the pony she is, and her desire to take on responsibility is out of her own habit and not a secret noble desire. Applejack can get lost in competition and lose this ideal. She can get lost in worrying about her responsibilities and forget herself. She takes on many responsibilities so that others don't have to worry about them, and her fear of failing these responsibilities causes her character to shift from the Applejack we know. And when she does fail, her character breaks entirely for an episode until she can realize that she has been forgiven. I think Applejack has grown a lot through the seasons. In Season 1 from Fall Weather Friends, Applejack gets lost in competition with Rainbow Dash and it turns out badly. She was so high-strung on winning she forgot what the running of the leaves was all about, and her responsibility she took on by being a participant to knock down the fall leaves from the trees. Competition drew Applejack to forget her responsibilities. Season 4 has another competition where it turns out differently. In the episode episode Bats, Applejack has a massive apple that she is taking to win the Appaloosa produce competition. However, we hear Applejack say that she just wants her friend back. Applejack's responsibility to her friend Fluttershy was not lost in the hype of competition. So as we can see from Season 1 to Season 4, Applejack has really improved as a character, under this belief that she can take on other ponies' responsibilities so that they don't have to worry about it and she can ease their lives. Even though it puts more suffering on herself that she has to complete these responsibilities, she is strong enough to take it, and we see that time and time again.